Hi, this is Resilient Kent Lau. In this video, I will share with you what is the M language called Table.Group. So it's called the M language. Is defined by Microsoft and is a Powerquery M function. So one of that is called Table.Group. Now Table.Group has all the syntax here as it described here, and you can read about it this way, or I prefer to turn it into the way I design Table.Group. Which one you like? Well, Table.Group is like this, and the full description you can refer back to this example, that write up itself. So Table.Group has a table as the first parameter, key as any aggregated columns, and there's also other optional group kind comparer. So we want to focus on the key aggregate columns, these two. So as you can see for this example, you created a table by using the table.from, or usually we don't do that, and followed by this. This is the key column. Okay, and the key column can be also not just one, but not just a single column, but also at least a column's name. And then what does that mean? This group the table, adding an aggregate column total. That's the aggregate total. And when you aggregate, the operation is called sum list.sum. Sum all the price. Now let's look at one great example. Now I have loaded this into a Powerquery, and what I did is do a grouping. Let me just show you again. I go to home, click on group by, and I go to advanced, and here I choose summed, and total sales is my column name. I go with space, and next add aggregate, and here I type it all transactions for the product. Over here, instead of choosing all this, I use all rows. And notice that there's nothing to choose for which column because we want to extract all the rows for that particular product. So click OK. We basically have four. There's an error here. Let's double click here. We have to change this to sales. Click OK. So we have four products. Before that, we have all this, but we group all that banana into a single row. But for that single row, and we get an aggregated function of sales, but then in the table itself, we can actually get this whole all the transaction related to the banana products. We also know which customer buy that product. Okay, that is what the group by do. Now what we want to discuss is actually this. You see that this M language is Table.Group. As the source is referring to the table, and here is they only group by a column, a single column product, and followed by a list of aggregated column, which is explain aggregate columns. See, there's a S. So it starts with a curly bracket, and with a curly bracket if you only have one columns to aggregate. But now here we have more than that. We have this, and so we can actually press alternate. Oh, no, can't. This one cannot. Okay, so that is for each. So you see that is the column, the new column name, which is the total sales, and then we apply this and also supply the type, and this is just one list. And then we have the second list. We also have, and this is the column or transaction for the product, and there's the each, and the underscore means that for every rows in that product, and that's why we get this for every row for that product. And this one is for every row for orange product, and this is for all the row for apple. And that is what it means. The underscore is a short form of, this is brilliant. Okay, now last thing is that they can also specify the type. Alright, that's about it. That is the Table.Group, how we use that. And notice that there are two curly brackets here. The first curly bracket is to represent the first list. Whenever you have a curly bracket, it means a list, but this is the list of the list. That's why you have two curly bracket right here. So if I just copy this and put it into a table, I just paste it here, you shall see that it is actually like this: a source, then here, and here, then here, each type. Okay. So I'll just put the goes over here, source. So as you can see that there is a curly bracket here, right here inside. There's a curly bracket, and there's also another curly bracket right here for this list. And we have another if you have multiple lists to do. As you compare to this here, now perhaps you have a better idea what we are trying to do. See, there's a Table.Group, and there's a Table.Group right here. And this is also one Table.Group, and the source is replaced by the table. The key is now is this. Okay, and it enclosed with a curly bracket, even though there's only one column, but you can actually add more in the future, and that is what it's really trying to say. Okay, so that's the list, that's the aggregated. After the second comma is the aggregated column. See this part here until here. Okay, that's the table. So I hope these comparisons can help you to understand even further. And thanks for watching. This is Resilient Killer. I hope this is useful to you. God bless you. God bless Asia. And this Powerquery Idea Book is going to publish by March 2022. And if you're interested, please let me know. Thanks for watching. God bless you. God bless Asia.